swing and a drive. You can forget about this one, folks. 3-run homer way up there.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Blue Jays Way. Chris here with Daniel.
Hello.
Yeah, we're talking three people today. Joc, JD Martinez, and Jorge Soler. Which one is the best for the Blue Jays? And I just got a cough. Oh, God. Great intro.
Yeah. I also love how you just said Joc and didn't give him this full name like you did with the other ones, Chris. So well done.
Joc
job
Pederson.
There.
You happy?
There you go. There you go.
Yes,
But
yes.
yeah, these are the three guys that the Jays are kind of rumored to. These are the three guys that it looks like the next bat that we sign, unless it's a re-sign of Chapman, which I don't think it will happen. But,
I don't think so either.
Yeah, and besides Cody Bellinger, because we all know the Jays are rumored on him, It looks like it's going to be a power-hitting corner outfield guy, kind of. And these are the three guys that are kind of the talk of the town.
Yeah, and let's start it off with, let's see, who's the worst out of the three? Probably
Let's start with Joc, because we've already talked about Joc before, so we can very briefly do it. We did a whole video on him. Top right corner, definitely go check it out. It's on the channel as well.
Yeah.
I know there was a tweet today that came out from some reporter. Chris showed me that apparently the Joc and the Jays are close to a deal. However, the guy's not very credible. So after the whole Ohtani thing, I'm not trusting anyone except Passan. So
exactly, only Jeff Passan. That's all. Only
Jeff Passan.
Only guy I care about. Yeah, but I had to cough again. Sorry, I don't know why I'm coughing so much. Yeah, you want to read off Joc's? Yeah, read off the stats from last year.
We talked about him before in the video. Quick overview of him. He was hurt a lot last year, so that's kind of. He was hurt last year, but the year before he was an all-star. He's going to get you probably, when he's healthy, 20 to 30 bombs roughly.
Yep.
He's going to hit you 270 roughly, 353 on base, and 521 slugging in his all-star year. Last year he had a 348 on base and a 416 slugging. I mean, this is a guy, lefty bat, plays not usually outfield, but he'll hold his own out there, I would say. And yeah, big lefty bat for the Jays, which honestly we kind of need in this lineup. Not gonna lie.
Yeah, we need someone who can hit you like 20 bombs. How many RBIs did he have last year? Does it say?
Last
year he was hurt.
But like
check
said,
2022.
So
yeah, check
2022 is All-Star year. He had 70 RBIs. So
yeah, and that's playing in San Francisco, a very non-power friendly ballpark. And I think there's a way to check the home runs if he was in another park, I believe, if I can find that. But yeah, here it is. So in 2022, just say, for example, he was playing with the Jays, he would have had, the same amount. He would have had 23 home runs, same amount as he would have had with the Jays. If he was playing with Cincinnati, he would have had 30 bombs. So he's got pop. He's definitely got pop. Yep. The guy we definitely need in this lineup. But honestly, I think he's probably like the worst guy out of the three we're going to talk about today. The guy who I least want.
I think there's a lot of positives with him. Like I said, lefty bat, kind of brings some balance to the lineup. But like you said, out of these three guys, if I just had to pick the best guy for them, I think he'd be my last option.
Me too.
No credit, nothing wrong against him. Just I kind of like the other two guys more.
I like
if we get Bellinger,
the plus side of the other two guys more.
Yes. And I was going to say as well, if we get Bellinger for some reason, I don't have to worry about Joc playing the outfield, right? I don't have to worry about any of these guys playing the outfield, right?
Yeah,
that's really the only step up Joc has on both these guys is that he can play the outfield.
Yeah, and he's like literally, what is he, average in the field? I think that's it. The other guys suck. They're completely below average, but I mean, Joc is at least average out there. So that's not terrible. But let's move on to the next guy. This is probably my number one. He might, I don't know if he's your number one or your number two, but this is Jorge Soler. Same age as Joc. They're both 31, probably turning 32 this year. And then we'll talk about JD Martinez later. But my number one is Jorge Soler because Buddy just hits absolute freaking missiles. They're crazy when he hits a home run. It's a good home run.
I mean, he's coming off 36 bombs last year because like this guy hits the ball hard, and he's been playing in big ballparks like throughout his career. Casey's a big ballpark, right?
Yeah.
Miami's a pretty decently big ballpark. It's not really known as a hitter-friendly park, right?
How many did he have last year? He had
36 last year in Miami.
36 bombs last year in Miami. He would have had 35 at the Rogers Center. So that ain't bad.
Interesting.
That's like 41 in Cincinnati. So
can you do me a favor, just out of curiosity, can you take his 48 home runs he had in KC in 2019 and see how many he would have had the Rogers Center?
49 in 2019.
Jeez.
But he would have
Okay,
had 57 in Colorado that year. So
that's insane. Anyhow, that's
big
just
boy
a little
numbers.
fun. But yeah, this guy's gonna give you pop, and he's gonna be a 4-stick in this lineup easily if the Jays sign him.
Oh, absolutely. And he's the perfect guy, honestly, that I want protecting Vladdy because last year he got on base at a decent rate. He was like a 340 on base guy. He had a 250 average and, like we said, 36 bombs. That's perfect guy. He had an 853 OPS. I don't think he'll replicate that season. He'll probably have more of a 2021-ish type year, like a 240 average, probably maybe 30 bombs, maybe not 36, but 30 bombs is something that I really like in a 4-hitter. And how many RBIs did he have last year? It doesn't say on here.
On here, he had 75 RBIs last year. Keep in mind, he's on the Marlins. They didn't get a lot of runners on base.
Yeah, the Jays, they get runners on base. They just don't score the runners on base. And I'm sure Jorge Soler can score runners on base with a nice 3-run bomb here or there. And he also walks a lot, too. He walks quite a bit.
Yeah, I was going to say, the thing with Jorge Soler, I don't, like you said, if he could replicate this 2023 season, insane, good for him, like, kudos.
Yep.
I think you're right. I think he's closer to his 2021 season where he's going to hit you 220. He's going to hit you about 30 bombs. He's going to get on base like with a 316, almost an 800 OPS. Like that's more the Jorge Soler I'm going to see. Plus he's going to strike out a lot. Like that's just natural in his game. He
better
led the
than
league
a double
last,
play.
Couple years, right? So it
better
happens.
Better than a double play.
Better than a double play, exactly. But I mean, at this point with the Jays who need pop, that's kind of more what you're looking towards. And honestly, the only downside with this guy is because he's coming off a career year, he's going to cost a boatload. Or he's going to cost more than the other guys would.
Yeah, I think he probably would be the most expensive player on this list. But whatever, doesn't really matter. I want him anyway, especially with Teoscar off the board too. Let's move on to the last guy.
Now, Chris, I know you were saying that Jorge Soler was your number one. And for me, like up until this point, yes, he was. But I just looked at JD Martinez's stats. This guy is the ageless wonder. I just told Chris before the recording, out of the last 6 seasons, he's been an All-Star 5 out of the last 6 seasons. And the only season he wasn't an All-Star was 2020, which was a shortened season, which I'm 90% sure there was no All-Star game that year.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure there wasn't. So, I'm just looking at his percentile rankings.
Like look at his his like last year's stats, 270 average, 321 on base, 572 slugging, almost giving you a 900 OPS. He hit 33 home runs with the Dodgers last year, 100 RBIs. Like, this is a guy who rakes. He's going to be your DH every day, which, honestly, for the Jays who need someone who can just hit the ball, JD Martinez is a pure hitter. There's nothing other to say. He's a pure hitter.
Yeah, and then you said 33 home runs in thing last year. That would have been 38 at the Rogers Center, according to these stats. So that's a lot of home runs. I like home runs. Granted, he wasn't that very, very good Dodgers lineup where there's a lot of protection, and Dodgers just know how to make players good. But still, like, he was top 4% in expected slugging, top 2% in exit velocity, barrel percentage, hard hit percentage, and top 3% in sweet spot percentage. Like, so whatever he swung the bat, it was just a good hit, pretty much.
If I take JD Martinez's stats from 2018 to 2023, which, like I said, 5 out of the 6 seasons he was an All-Star. Listen to this. Out of those 5 or 6 years, he has a 292 average, a 363 on base, a 530 slugging, a 889 OPS. Out of that time, he hit 130 home runs with 450 RBIs. Like, this guy's an RBI machine. And with the Jays' problem of not being able to score runners, it seems like the easy fix, not going to lie.
Yeah, honestly, it does seem like an easy fix. The one thing about JD that I don't super like is his strikeout and walk rate. He doesn't walk and he strikes out a lot. But everything else is really, really good. But I'll accept that as a 4-hitter. Bomb or bust, I guess you could really call him. Do
you have his baseball savant up, by the way?
Yes, I have his savant up right now.
What's his, like, hard hit percentage, barrel rate percentage, that kind of stuff?
I just said it. You don't hear me? So
I must have cut out on my end.
Expected slugging is 96th percentile. Exit average exit velocity 98th, barrel percentage 98th percentile, hard hit percentage 98th percentile, and sweet spot percentage 97th percentile. So it's pretty good.
Yeah, he's a top 5 percentile hitter in the league if you want to
Yeah,
talk about
his
stats.
batting run value is 93rd percent, so I guess he's a top 7% player, you could say, which is great.
I mean, yeah, and I'm just saying, it'd be nice to come back into the AL East, torch the Red Sox a little bit, torch the
And the
Yankees
Yankees
again.
torch them Yankees. Yeah, I mean, all those hitter-friendly ballparks. Let's see, how would have his power played in those ballparks last year? Like I said, the Jays were 38. Baltimore and Boston. I guess the Green Monster in the big left field there would have had him like under 30. But yeah, he would have been the best at the Rogers Center, so you love to see it. Bring him to Toronto. Bring him to Toronto.
Yeah, honestly, and the last thing I'll add on here before we wrap this up, Chris, he's going to be probably one of your cheapest guys out on this list, right? You're going to probably see 1 year, 18 million.
Yeah, probably.
Right?
And
it's going to be something super, super cheap. Maybe like 1 year, 20, because they just overpaid Teo like crazy in Detroit, in the Dodgers. But
yeah, but they deferred half the contract, so
yeah, that's BS. Anyhow, let's wrap this up. Let us know what you guys think down below. Do you want JD? Do you want Soler? Do you want Pederson? Let us know. With that being said, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button down below. And Chris, it's almost spring training.
Yeah, I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye.